Hi everybody, come on in, say hi, let us know where you're watching from when you get here. I'm gonna get my frizz under control. There's a fly in here. It is like 91% humidity, so I can't even blame him. But let me pull up comments over here. We're gonna do a lamp today, y'all. We're gonna do a lamp today. Okay. Let's see. I'll go ahead and pull up comments. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. It's only Tuesday, y'all. I thought it was Friday at midnight a minute ago. That's how it feels. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Happy Tuesday. Come on in. We're going to do this. While people are hopping on for 1 second, I'm going to get some paint for us out. We're going to use a brown chalk paint today. I love this one. It's dark and rich and beautiful. I'm going to do that. And then I'll tell you what our plan is here. Okay. Good morning, Denise. How are you, girl? Okay, let me set this to the side. Oh, I got pieces and parts everywhere. All right, so what I have here is it 9:15? Oh, I'll let everybody hop on real quick. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this done. But we're going to flip a lamp. I've never done one before. And yes, I watched a video on how to flip a lamp, okay? And how to take it apart. And I got to a certain point, and then I don't know if this one's built different or what, or if they changed the way they were built along the way. But couldn't go any further, so I had to tape it off, okay? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Because it couldn't be user error or nothing. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Good morning, Bonnie. Hi, Tammy. Everybody's getting here. Okay, it's 9:15, y'all. So I did take a before picture because now I have scuffed it up a little bit. I use this little nail file here to get in these parts. I use this for the bigger, wider parts. And so I have a before picture so you can see. It was like a shiny silver, and it had a scuff mark right here. I almost said my boyfriend. Am I still dating my husband? My boyfriend's my husband's grandmother gave me this the other day. She didn't care for it because this sticks up a little bit when you have the thing sitting at. You can like barely see the light bulb. She didn't care for it. She gave me this and a beautiful crystal lamp that we are not touching because it's perfection on its own. But this one really isn't my style. I'm doing a lot of like browns, blacks, golds right now. I used to love silver, so maybe we'll get back there at one point. But right now we have this. So I sanded it, scuffed it down. I did try to take apart the lamp, but I got to a certain point and couldn't go any further. So then I decided to just tape it. So we are going to, I just put that on there so y'all could see what we were doing today. I'm gonna take that off. We're gonna redo the shade in a minute, but I wanna get the paint on here first so it can kind of cure. Hopefully I've taped enough areas to where it's good. But I did scuff this up first. And I hope that I'm not missing anybody's comments. I'll refresh here. I'm gonna do our first coat just using a little paintbrush here. And I'm just gonna slap her on there. I actually have 3 thrift flips I want to do. Well, I'm calling this a thrift flip, but really I guess it was a gift, wasn't it? Okay, let's pull up. Make sure I'm not missing y'all. So sorry if I missed ya. Hello, Miss Marcia. Good morning. Patricia's here. Mary's here. Irma's here. Babs is here. I missed everybody. I'm sorry. Leanne's here. Kelsea. Miss Bonnie girl. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Sometimes it takes me a minute to realize that Facebook ain't showing me stuff. It ain't showing me stuff. Now, this is a chalk paint and I've sanded, so I'm praying this sticks right. I've done other things that feel like this, so I feel like it's fine. I think it's going to be fun. But my vision in my head is fabulous, okay? I got that going for me. Looks great in my head. She handed it to me, and I took it because I am replacing all of these like cheapy LED looking lights in my house just very slowly with pretty lamps, okay? And I don't know if this is vintage or not, but it didn't have any sort of information on it, and I did not Google it because I did not want to know, because sometimes that stops me from messing something up, and I really wanted to mess this up. So I did not look it up. But I'm slowly replacing it. So because that's kind of the vibe I want in my house, I took it and I was going to donate it for her because she's out of space is the deal. And so she's like trying to offload some things. She's moving in with my in-laws. It's my husband's grandmother. And so she's like in this room with like half her house in it with her. So she's like, can you take this and whatever? And so I took a beautiful crystal lamp. I need to show it to y'all. And that's going to replace one of our Wally World things. Me too, Denise. And then this one is going to replace another lamp, another little cheapy plastic like lamp that I got. And they're not really in the shape that I'd want to flip them either. So I really just let me have fun. Okay. That's what the story is. But I was looking at this one and I was like, no, I don't want to donate it. Cause I need lamps. I was like, I think I'm going to flip it. And then I watched a YouTube video on how to take it apart and couldn't. I got a bolt off under here. I ripped that, you know, I twisted this almost off and like sideways. And I was like, you know, I better just tape this up and quit messing around. Hello, Raquel. How are you, girl? Good morning, Miss Carol. How's everybody doing? Okay, so we're gonna just use this brush. It's a little bit tiny, probably tiny bit quicker. So I usually do like the first coat with a brush, if I can. And then we'll do a sponge for our second coat. We're just slapping it on there first. Okay, now I did put tape up in here too, but I really don't want, you're probably not gonna see this, but I'll know. I'll know it's there. So I'm just gonna do my thing here. There we go. Okay. Oh, I missed a whole spot. I missed a whole spot. Okay. Now I really want this to be brown with gold over top. And so I really don't want any of, I don't care if the black shows through in the chippy part, but I don't want the silver. So I'm trying to cover that up. Good. Okay. If I could have got all this apart, maybe I'd have, hey, maybe that happened for a reason. Maybe we wouldn't have got done in time, because then I really would have been meticulous. Okay. I think that's good enough for the first coat. I try to thin it out a little bit, make sure I don't have any puddles, because we're going to throw some more paint right on here again in just a second. And then we're going to let this sit and simmer while we work on our shade, which is what I'm super stoked about. So I get paint everywhere. Oh, need to get a little bit better around here. Okay, am I missing people? Hello, Miss Mel. How are you, girl? How you doing? Who was it? Joey on Friends. How you doing with his caterpillar eyebrows? Okay, let me dry this real quick. Hello, Brown Eyed Girls Crafting. How are you? Who in here is going to go to the September Craft Round the Clock meetup? Because I'm kind of getting excited for it. Me and my mama are going to go. Now, she didn't get all the days off work, but we're going to go for a couple days and have a blast. I don't want any puddle because I want that second layer to go on right. I'm with my daughter. Are you, Miss Cindy? Good. Yay. Yeah, I'll be there the 10th to the 12th. I'll be there the 10th to the 12th. I wish I could stay longer, but I'm happy to go even for a couple days. Okay. Now this is like a plasticky, possibly resin, I don't know, but I don't want to like melt it, so trying to pay attention, trying to focus. that I will be sitting around while their parent go to. Oh, it's in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and it's September 10th to the 14th is when Craft on the Clock creators will be there. I'm going the 10th to the 12th because that's what I can do. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this is my first one. I think this might, did we do one last year? I feel like either I missed it last year and already had all my time scheduled off, or I don't think we had one last year. So this is my first one, is my point. So I'm excited. I'm excited to look at flea markets and antique malls, and I could stay in those places forever. I'm not real picky though. I could also stay in a Home Depot for 3 days. Okay, so I think that's good enough for our first coat. Then we're gonna take this and these. And I'm gonna take a sponge and I'm just gonna get it down to something manageable that I can hang on to, and I might even do half of that. So I gotta get up in here. Okay, and I am going to round this off so we don't have a lot of harsh lines. That'll do, donkey. Okay, and then we're gonna get some brown paint and we're gonna do a second coat here. I love this brown paint, y'all. I've used a couple brands, but I love this one. It's called Java by Folk Art. It's really rich, really deep and rich. I love it. Love it. Now we're gonna put on our second coat this way so we don't have any brush marks or lines going through it. It's gonna be fabulous. I used to love going. Did you, Patricia? I've never been. I'm in Ohio. I've been to, I almost said Pittsburgh. I've been to Pittsburgh once, and I think it was called Harrisburg once. But otherwise I haven't been, so I'm excited. I'm excited. Hopefully I'm not missing y'all coming on. I'm sorry. Let's see. Good morning, Miss Shannon girl. I sure am missing people. Come on, listen. I'll refresh again if I need to. Okay. But I think I just accidentally missed her. Alright, so we're going dab. I'm rushing through this part because I really want to get the shade done with you guys, because in my head it looks fabulous. We are going to use what used to be a curtain and then I was using as a tablecloth. If you've ever been on one of my live sales up in my office, like when I moved them up there, down here I just did them at this table. Up there I had a 6-foot just plain white table that we got from Menards, like fold out table, and it was ugly, so I covered it with this tablecloth. So if you've ever been on one of those sales and seen that pretty tablecloth, you'll see that is the fabric that we're going to use today. Okay, I think I got everywhere down there. Now I just need to move it on up. I almost took my turntable off because I thought it'd be in my way. Maybe it will for the shade, but I'm really glad I left it up here for this. Really glad. Have a meetup. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So I don't think I was a part of, Craft on the Crack. Craft on the Crack. Craft on the Clock during that time. I think I might have joined somewhere after that, because I do remember seeing y'all go and all that good stuff, hearing all about it, because you know viewers are allowed to go too. So but I had already had plans that year at the same month to go somewhere else. I don't remember. That could have been the year I went to Arizona, so I didn't go. Okay. Okay, now let me take a peek here. Let me shut my trap for just a second here. Okay, how are we doing that? Let me see. I get this, I'm gonna get a tiny bit more. Don't need a ton, I don't think. Woo! Just a drop of chalk paint is still a ton, right? Hello, Jules. Thanks for sprinkling, girl. Yes, there will be more info coming. People right now are trying to get, you know, the place that they're staying at, either an Airbnb or a hotel or whatnot. And then I'm assuming when we get closer to time, that we'll kind of like release almost like an itinerary. I'm assuming, guys, I could be totally, Tracy could be over there rolling her eyeballs at me right now. But I don't think it would all be a surprise because, you know, people are traveling for this. But I'm assuming soon before we go, you guys will know where we're going to be and when we're going to be there if y'all want to come and hang out. Okay. I'm kind of trying to look at this upside down. It won't be very high up, at least not at first. You could always move it, but still, okay, still. Aww. A joke is the tiniest airport I love in Harrisburg, yeah. I wonder if that's the one. There was one when I went to Connecticut and Pennsylvania, and y'all, I'm getting mixed up, so I don't know. But there was one airport that was freakishly small. Like, I'm talking, it might have been as big as my house. And I was like, what is happening here? There was nobody in it either. I think 1 or 2 people. It was a breeze, though, I'll tell you that much. It was fabulous. Not like Atlanta. Okay. I'm just being picky. Just 1 second. One more second, and then I'll stop. And then I'll stop. All right. Oh, I don't think I got up here, y'all. I don't think I got up here, which I can do that with the biggin. I can do that with the big. I got sidetracked with all these small crevices. Okay. I already absolutely love this, and you could leave it just like this. I'm so into brown and gold right now. It's crazy. I love it. Love, love, love. Was it Allentown? Was it Allentown? Where we're going this September is Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If that makes sense. Or are you talking about the airport? So I went to the Enfield, Connecticut airport, and I went to the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania airport. One of those was so small that it was crazy. And I don't remember which one. I'm trying to rack my brain here. I don't know. Okay, I got to get down here. I have a silver spot showing. And right there. Let me do this real quick, y'all. Because now I'm gonna forget. I got a lot of silver really close to down here. I'll take a peek real quick. Okay, that's good. And then I had right here, where I can still see brush marks. I was so worried about the cracks and crevices. I wasn't even getting on the big spots. Okay. All right, y'all. A few small airports, yeah. Across the street to get the rental car. I was trying to remember which one that was. And I couldn't remember if you were with me. It was Harrisburg? Okay. I couldn't remember if I was alone or if it was one that you was with me. It was pretty overwhelming for me last time. Yeah. My social, exactly. Serious thought. Yeah, Pat. I'm pretty nervous about that part too. I'm not gonna lie. When I was booking it, I was like, you know, I could just go a couple hours south and just go to my friend's house and stay there like a hermit instead because I'm nervous, but I'm like, I need to do it. I need to do it. Just do it. Because you never know. If I would have never went live, I would have never had friends. So there's that. Good morning, Miss Brittany. How are you? All right, so I have this on low. I'm trying not to get all up in there. Okay, I think that looks really, really, really good. And I love the way chalk paint dries. And I might set this over to the side while we do the shade and then come back to it to do the rub and buff. Just so it can cool and I'm not smearing anything by trying to rush it. How we doing? 25 minutes. I'm gonna get my life together. But doing hard things, that's right. Dag nabbit. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it scared. And I guarantee, hang on. No, that's good. I guarantee that half the people coming are gonna feel the exact same way, right? Just tell me yes to make me feel better. Humor me. Yeah, I'm sure it can be a lot at once. I'm sure it can. Okay. Trying to get it dry so that it can then cool and I don't have to dry it in a minute. I think that's good enough-ish. That's still pretty wet. Okay. So, like I said, I took a before picture so you can see now. See, it's still got a couple spots that I can see now on the glare. But that's 2 coats of the beautiful brown chalk paint. Let me set this to the side and let it get as dry as it can while we're working on the other. Now, we're going to do this. So, what do I need to do now? See how this lamp turns out? I got, ooh. You are doing it. It was meant to be. All right, y'all, so I had a box of goodies here. So, this is that tablecloth I was using as a table. I'm pretty sure it started out as a curtain. Whatever. This is that thing I was telling you about. It's just really beautiful fabric with like a old worldy look type of theme to it. And we're gonna do that. And I believe I'm gonna use this to trim, but I'm not sure yet, so we're gonna come back to that because I can't decide. I think I spent an hour looking at it earlier, going, what the heck do I want to do? I don't know. Whatever happens on the live is, I guess, what I want to do. Let's set you there. Okay, yeah, because I don't want to be putting this poor thing in. All right, so we're going to do this. It's just a really beautiful, I love it. And I love to travel, and it's got some old looking ships on it. Like, see here, guys? Ooh, just look at it. Okay, so we've got a seam here. I'm gonna have to take that off where it's just gonna fall off. And we've got a seam here. So what I'm gonna do is saturate this, I think, in Mod Podge. I do not have spray adhesive, but when I was watching how to take apart a lamp, it was, oh, who was it? Oh my goodness. Was it Canterbury Cottage on YouTube? Somebody, okay, that I was watching take apart a lamp, so I knew how to do it. She was saying that something, I've done lost my train of thought trying to figure out who it was, y'all. Hang on, it'll come back to me. Right as soon as I hit in live, it'll come back to me. Yeah, it was crazy that I just said, oh, Canterbury Cottage, hold on, 3 thoughts at once. She said that she uses spray adhesive, so I would do that if you have it. I'm going to use Mod Podge because that's what I got. I'm excited to see this on here. I needed some lamps, and I just said that too. I was like, I need to replace, because that's in my dining room. I've got it all back together and looking great now that the flooring's done. And I've started to put decor out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking and I'm like, the only thing that sticks out like a sore thumb is these Walmart plastic lamps that are LED. So they're like on a swivel thing. Serious security reasons. Oh, hold on. You can stay wherever you want. Oh, yes. Yes, Miss Pat, that's a good point. Once we hit that live button, our minds just fell right out the back. My mind's gone. That's half the love of crafting, though, right? Like, you can just kind of let it go. Let it go and let the artistic flow. You know what I'm saying? I do get off live sometimes, though, and I'm like, whoo, girl, you could have done that so much easier. That's okay. I'm just covering this, but y'all, it's taken a million pounds. It's soaking. Whoa, hello. It's soaking right through. Maybe this is why you use spray adhesive if you have it, too. So excited to see this done. Now, the thing is like cream and black, the fabric, and my lamp is brown and gold, so I need to pull up some of that brown and gold up into the thing. So I was going to use a certain kind of trim. You could use a ribbon. You could use, oh, what's it called, y'all? Like a banner almost, or like, I was looking for something like with tassels hanging down. I can't describe it right now. What was I thinking? That's right. What was I going live to do? In the group, I'd like to get some info on it. It might be called Craft Around the Clock. Ah. I should have shut up till I had all the information for y'all, huh? It might be called Craft Around the Clock, you know, some travel something, I would think. I'll get the information and post it for y'all so you know. And like I said, right now, we're getting travel plans together, and then I'm assuming as, you know, when it gets closer, we'll be telling like where we are, when we're going to be there, all that good stuff. Ooh. Does sandpaper annoy you when somebody's like sanding on live? Because that does not annoy me at all, but I know it makes some people cringe. But this right here, if anything's gonna make me cringe. You know what I used to hate in high school? I went to a dental school, right? And I did 2 years in high school and then 2 years when I got out of school. And like when I got out of high school. And I used to absolutely hate that they had carpeted floors and teenagers drag their feet, y'all. You know they do. They just drag, their whole life is a wreck, so they just drag their feet. They're like sloths, right? And that used to sear right through my soul. And that's what this is reminding me of right now. What are you, I'm using Mod Podge. I'm using Mod Podge, this is just what I have. The lady, I'm 98% sure it was Canterbury Cottage on YouTube that was showing us how to take apart a lamp, and she was redoing one, and she used spray adhesive. So if you have it, I recommend that. I'm just gonna throw this on here. By the time I get back to the other side, it'll be dry. Good morning, Jamie. Or, oh, I'll have to read that. She made cute something. She made cute something. Okay. I think I got this fully covered. It's real hard to tell with it being the same color. Let me see. Is all this wet, I believe? Ooh, I missed a whole spot right there. Missed a whole spot. Where was it? Right there. Okay. All right, y'all. I think that's pretty good-ish. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. I'm going to be honest. Oh, it might be drying because it's on the other side here. I don't know. Anyhow, put Mod Podge on there or spray glue if you have it. Then I'm going to move that so I don't hurt myself. And then we're going to do, have to stay close right. Yes. Thinking hotel room or farmhouse. Oh, are you only an hour away, Miss Mary? Yeah, if you know where Harrisburg is, I have a girlfriend that lives there. Don't be looking at the paint on here and stuff now. All right, so we're gonna put this. I've already sort of measured it and cut it. Now this has a seam here and this has a seam here. So let me see here. I want the seams to be near each other, at least. And then I'm just gonna, this is fabric. I'm gonna leave a little on each side. And I'm just gonna tuck and roll. And I hope that I can do this. And I might have to stand up for this part, y'all. Got 17 minutes. Dag nabbit. I need 17 hours for everything. Okay. Now I can lift this up and fiddle fart with it if I need to, but this is the part that I really love. Because it was a lampshade and I wanted it to be pretty, I wanted that pretty frame on there. Okay. Am I doing this right? Nobody knows. If you have any tips, I'm all ears. Because I've never done one of these before. Brittany, you're about to learn some things. Girl! Even if it's what not to do. Okay. Okay, let's just see where this gets us. Because now I'm over it. Hold on, y'all. Now I do want it. I gotta make sure. Okay, that should be good. Now, let me see here. I don't want it to be like the words like this on the lamp when it's sitting up. So let me just see here. Oh, I love that. I'm trying to see what all will be shown. Yes, please. And we've got a ship, and we've got a ship, and we've got a, yes. Okay, y'all. All right, I'm sold. I think I like that. All right, now. I'm trying to get out all the wrinkles I see here. Sorry if you hear my stomach grow. We ain't got time to eat no more. It's summertime, we got time. Okay, I'm gonna put, I think, some hot glue on the seam. Actually, what I'm gonna do, hold it, is, where's my scissors? Where's my, oh, I know where they are. I have fabric scissors here, so I'm trying to behave. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna put this over, and obviously it's not, what you call it. Okay, now, I am going to try and cut right there. And I think what I ought to do, guys, is pick this seam up here. Okay, and where am I at? Make sure that's gonna stick. And put this one without the seam down first. Duh, that's what I should have been doing the whole time. And then lay this bad boy on there. But I do think I need to kind of, the Mod Podge will take just a sec, so I think I'm gonna go on ahead and put a little bit of hot glue here too. Oh, shoot far. There we go. Ooh, that scared me for a second. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. And looky there. Fabulous. Here's the link for the, thank you. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you sharing that, girl. Thanks, girl. Okay, now let me make sure here I ain't got no wrinkles. All right. Now, I'm going to take all this junk and snip that off here. And then what I'm going to do, probably don't need it this big. We're just going to stand and craft right now, okay? I'm way too excited for this. That'll do, donkey. Okay, now this already has like a little slit there, you see? And so I'm just going to make a few slits, especially around these 3 prongs that are going to hold our shade to our lamp. So I'm going to definitely make sure I get some slits there. And then I'll put a couple more in here. What am I doing? And, okay. Now what do I use? I feel like I need a whole brand new, hold on. So I got brown paint everywhere, y'all. Hold on. Hold please. We're gonna just get some of this out. Oops, sorry. Live time. Okay. Hello. How is you? All right, let me see.
I'm good.
Now, I'm going to leave this right here because I'm going to actually hot glue in on the edges, but I'm going to put some Mod Podge in the centers. Can y'all see that? Hi, babe.
Hi. Can I sit this here for a sec?
Sure. You want to say hi with your chocolate mustache? He uses these vitamin drinks in the morning, y'all. So don't be judging. You want to say hi? You can say hi behind me. I cannot stop, baby.
Hi.
I got 12 minutes to get my life together.
Hello, guys.
That's Colton. Okay, so I'm doing natural. Hold on, I'll tell you again. Sorry, I got excited. All right.
Okay, see you. Love you.
Love you, bye.
Love you.
Okay, now I'm putting some Mod Podge in the center. And then I'm just doing a dot of hot glue, nothing crazy. It's not gonna be shown. It's not gonna be, nobody's gonna know.
Oh, this is cute.
Isn't that adorable? So it's actually 45 years old, and now I'm scared to, like, now I don't know if I want to flip it, but it is beautiful, isn't it?
It's 45 years
It
old.
is 40, yeah, so that makes it vintage, which makes it a little more valuable than if it wasn't vintage, if that makes sense.
So cute.
It is cute. Everybody's saying hi, Cole. Good morning. Hey, Colton.
Hi, guys. Don't forget to say hi to Ace.
Did you hear him?
Don't forget to.
He said, hi, guys. Don't forget to say hi to Ace. Ace is our dog. Our 11-year-old dog. Poor thing. And he's shaving cream. Hot glue gets hot, y'all. All right. I'm trying to hurry. This is me trying to hurry. Ain't that scary? Because I want to show y'all the trim. But I also don't want to rush it, so I need to calm down. Because I want it to be beautiful. In my head, it's beautiful. Okay. Now, how's this looking? Oh, you can't see that through there. Okay. I just didn't want a bunch of like jagged looking, like, what the heck did she do there? And we'll see about when we turn on the light, though. I might have to trim it up even more when we turn on the light, but we'll see. And I'm just going right around where those little prongs are and where I made the slits. And that way I can get this kind of tucked in there. Good morning, Miss Lori girl. How are ya? This one's a little skinnier. I didn't measure very well, did I? Yeah, I have an owl over there, and I love owls. I think they're beautiful. I am not a night owl. I don't know why I like them. They're just beautiful to me. And so I have this one, and I was gonna flip it because I need to add gold to everything right now. And it's brown and tan, and so, you know, I was just gonna throw it on the gallery wall. And then I made the mistake of Googling it, y'all. And now that I know that it's 45 years old, I'm like, oh, maybe not. You're blessed. That's right, girl, you are. Hello, Miss Maria. How are you? All right, y'all, so that's the top, okay? Dang, I need to be quick. Quick like lightning. That's what I used to tell Kaden. Be quick like lightning. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just put that on anything. And there's nothing really that we need to avoid here, so I can do a little bit bigger, maybe. Let's see. Can we make it look nice and do bigger? If so, I shall. Okay. We shall see. Lots and lots of I underestimated the amount of Mod Podge I would need, I think. Good thing I buy 17 at a time, huh? Okay, y'all, if I'm missing you, I promise you. Aren't owls amazing? They are so beautiful. I don't know why. I don't understand why. I have no idea. You're doing amazing. Jamie, I don't know. This any other thrift flip or any other lamp flips might be a quick video, you know, a quick video because it'll take me 17 years to do in person. Sorry guys, I don't know. You learn as you go, I guess. Okay. How we doing? Oh, not great. It's not looking great. It's not looking the best. Okay, so let's see. Okay. And I do need to look at this from the actual outside too, but I can do that in just a second. Really just want you guys to kind of get the overall picture here. Could either finish it up on my own. I don't think there's enough left to do on Thursday's live to like finish it up. But okay, let's see what else we can get done now. Now, for your information, I'm gonna do this off the live because y'all just had to sit and watch all that. But okay, so see there, y'all. See there? Oh, just look at it. Oh, that's so gorgeous. So much nicer, right? And then I can kind of, this looks a little loose here. I'm gonna take that up without damaging anything, right? Yes. And then I'm gonna put that back a little tighter than I had it. Okay. All right. So that's looking pretty darn good. Now, here's the plan for the trim. And yes, I looked at a million things. Because the light bulb sticks up, I think I'm just gonna get a smaller light bulb. But because the light bulb sticks up, my knee-jerk reaction was to do this around it. Okay, I think that'd be beautiful if you have something like that. I didn't have enough of either one of these to do that, but I think it'd be gorgeous, okay? You could use ribbon, you could use wide, you could use satin, you could use whatever. What I'm gonna do though, because I've already been through this mess today with myself, is I'm gonna use these seamed parts of our tablecloth, and I am going to be putting those at the top and the bottom, and I will glue them all around, kind of like I just did this, but it'll kind of like, it'll be a seamed finished look. Does that make sense? Like I said, you could do black, you could do something thin, you could do something thin, you could put something in the middle here, whatever you like, okay? So I'm going to set that to the side, and you'll see that part finished once we do it. I'm also going to, maybe there is enough to do still on a different live. I'm also going to, let me see here, antique gold rub and buff. I'm going to do something. Hold on, I'll tell you what the heck I was thinking in a sec. Oh, I'm going to take some coffee grains. How am I going to do this? I'm going to take some coffee stain, okay, and I'm going to be placing it in certain parts here. That way I have some brown through here. And then I may or may not add some gold rub and buff to the top once I have the trim on. So I'm going to see everything is starting to look and go together, but this is definitely cream and black. This is going to be brown and gold. So I kind of want to add a couple elements of that to bring it all together. But that's what it'll start kind of looking like, okay? So I'm going to set that over there, and then I'm going to try to get this part done, if I can. This is my gold one. And there it is. Just going to kind of loosen up my bristles a little bit, and I use one of these Makeup Dollar Tree brushes, and I'm going to get a tiny bit of that gold rub and buff on there, and then I'm going to do here, and then we got 3 minutes. I'm just going to kind of show you the style or like whatever, the technique that I'm going to be doing on this, okay? So I'll start here at the back to sort of get some on there, right? And I don't want it to look planned or placed or perfect or whatever. So we're just going to kind of throw it on there. See that? Then I take this here, because it's called rub and buff, right? So you rub it on, now you got to buff it in. And I'm going to start to blend this here. And it'll be obviously heavier since I was moving my brush all around like a crazy lunatic in some areas. And it'll be lighter in others. Okay. Now, let me get this little section done, and I'll hold it up to kind of show you. I like the smoky softness that doing the rub and buff this way on certain things gives it. I did a frame this way. I don't think it's down here anymore because I want to put her in my house. But something like this, y'all. Oh, I just put my hands on that. Okay, so see there, y'all. So see that, how that's gonna kind of come, and it's really gonna make that look like a nice, rich, fancy schmancy. Thank you, Miss Mary. I can't either. I'm so excited to see it finish. And I tried to do as much as I could before I hopped on, guys. I promise I did. Tried taking the thing apart. I taped it off. I sanded it. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Mary. I appreciate that. So we got 1 minute here. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'll just be like basically throwing it on, right? And it'll look real bad. And then I'm going to get some of that off. And that way I can then blendy. And I'll do that all the way up. And that way we have some darkness and we have some richness, but we also have a little bit of shimmer and shine. I don't know why I like that look. I like it. I like it. It's a little bit, like I said, just softer, I guess, than the harsh lines that you can get when you place it on, like with your finger or whatnot, and then leave it, okay? So it'll be coming together like that. I'll get the trim done, and I will get all that done. Let's go see. Thank you, Raquel. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome, Mary. Thank you, Irma. Thank you guys for joining me today. I will get it done and get some pictures taken and get it posted, y'all. You guys have a good day. Let's go see who's next on Craft on the Clock. Bye, guys. Have a good one.